Today, we are tracing our hands onto paper in order to create some handy pictures. Maybe you'll get someone to help you, or maybe you'll manage with your other hand, but once you have your hand all traced out, you might feel limited in what else you can do. I, for one, only ever see these hand drawings used as one thing, and that's a turkey. But if we pause to think about it, there are a lot of options for these hand tracings. For instance, if I flip this around, the lines that we might use as turkey feathers can also become legs. And where we thought there had to be a turkey head, there could instead be a trunk. This hand could have been a turkey, but look, we have the option of an elephant. With just the hands that we have, and with the help of some pens and some cool examples, there are many options for what we'll make today. There's a story in the Bible about King Josiah, who served at a time when most of God's people weren't really keeping up with their instructions to care for each other and show God's love to the world. Josiah saw only one option to fix this. He sent workers to spruce up God's temple. Maybe that would remind people who God was and how to be faithful. And it didn't work. You see, a clean temple wasn't quite enough, but something else happened. When they were cleaning the temple, the priest Hilkiah found a book of God's instructions. He gave the book to the king's secretary, who read it and then gave the book to the king. The king read it and gave the book to Huldah, a prophet of God. She agreed with all of God's instructions and sent the book back to King Josiah. These words were the reminder that Josiah was looking for. He shared the book with all of God's people. When everyone heard it, they promised to once again show God's love to the world. In the end, it wasn't a temple that reminded the people to change. It was the words of God's instruction that inspired them to care for each other like God had always intended. In our worship today, see what you can make with the many options that your hands give you, as we pay attention to the options we've been given to share God's love in our lives.